going with this time thing for the pitches, and you still can't get it right?
Yeah, no, that's stupid. I mean, come on. It's the ball, damn it.
So, anyway. Okay, you guys all set?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another live edition of Top Rope Report here on YouTube and TikTok Live. I'm your host, the illustrious Mr. Trivia. Joining me every week, as usual, my co-host, my tag team partner, my best friend, the best in the business, the Nugster Greg, and Mr. 24/7. Gentlemen, what's going on? Friday Night SmackDown in the books. We will be discussing that along with a few other pieces of information. We have a PLE coming up Saturday, so we'll be going over that. And if you guys are all set, we can get started talking about SmackDown.
Alrighty. This week's SmackDown emanated from the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And in true Top Rope Report fashion, with like general work here, we start off with Mr. 24/7 with editing everything SmackDown, and my computer is glitching because it says that our trooper Shotzi to open the show, which I know we did. So it seemed like getting off out of order. If I remember correctly, LA Knight kicked off SmackDown.
Yep.
And so we will turn the floor over to Mr. 24/7. All right. So we started off with LA Knight
Yeah.
coming out for a promo, and Big Pop as usual. And he starts off by talking about how Seth and his boys, screwed him out of that Money in the Bank. So he had to come down and screw one of Seth's boys out of King of the Ring, and then they came out and screwed him again, and then he came out and screwed them again. A whole bunch of screwing going on here. But basically, so he's like, there's only one way this can go. It ends with me and Seth, like right now. So Seth come out. We have Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman comes out, and he comes down to the ring. He's like, he asks LA, like, do you mind if I get in the ring? And Heyman says, basically he says, I'm the biggest LA Knight fan than anyone in the back, blah, blah, blah. And I always wanted to say this. And he gives his, yeah. All right, Paul. And so he's like, because of that, that's allowed me to say to you that it's time for you to get out of Grand Rapids. Because if you know something really bad is going to happen before the end of the show. LA looks at him like, did you just threaten me? I'm like, are you crazy? Then he goes into a whole scheme. He's like, you're nothing but a liar, a drifter, a scammer, a schemer. You're a leech that sucks. Your guy's dry and moves on to the next. LA really knows how to, I guess, just talk. He's a great talker. I mean, he doesn't seem to, like things seem to come out pretty smooth that way. As we see with this part right here. And he's like, I am for Seth Rollins and maybe Paul Heyman. You're out here talking pretty damn tough. So why don't we have LA Knight versus Paul Heyman? And Heyman's like giving that look like, what are you, crazy? And LA turns around, he's like, I'm gonna take my stuff off here. I'm gonna give you the first shot, go for it. Paul Heyman just gets out of the ring, as we figured he would. And he basically says, remember when I told you to get out of Grand Rapids, well, here goes, and these two schmucks come out, Brown and Bronson come out. Try to beat him down, try to beat LA down, but he was able to grab a chair and kind of even the score up a little bit, and he hit them both a few times, and LA stood tall. So it was all right. I mean, I didn't really see anything bad here. It was an okay way to start off. I went B.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting myself. I mean, LA Knight and Paul Heyman, I think both guys are really good on the mic. Get both of them in the ring at the same time talking. That's quite interesting. But I thought it was pretty funny when LA Knight was like, well, Seth Rollins ain't here, so it's going to have to be LA Knight and Paul Heyman. It's like, yeah, okay, like that's going to happen. But yeah, like you said, his Goon Squad came out and LA Knight kind of evened the score with a chair. And it was just, I thought it was a really good promo. I thought it was a good way to start off SmackDown promo wise. I'm looking forward to when Seth and LA Knight, do finally get in the ring. I'm looking forward to seeing that match. I gave it a B plus.
Okay, yeah, all the way on my viewers. I mean, nobody really describes it like I do. I thought that she just really can act. But one thing I'll say for as scored over this channel as he's been over the last year and a half, it's still incredibly over and will always be a main eventer and on that championship contender point going forward. I think he's done enough for defense and he's on that level. And to some reason, kind of feeding off a little bit of this 24/7 said, other than it's great on the mic. There were two different times the audience was cheering OTC and CM Punk, and LA comes out with you guys have made a lot of ends. Just things that he just pull up and unscripted promos. He's got being great on the mic with his unscripted promos is also good. But it's just it's all black, I just kind of hoping that we're going to get it with some type of confrontation with Seth Rollins. But having Heartbreaker and Big Rush and we come down, obvious, and I didn't really get much out of this other than we come to find out that there is going to be a matchup later in the show between Big Rush and LA Knight, so I guess that's what this led to. But yeah, it was just really okay for that game to see.
Okay.
After that, we then went to the first Queen of the Ring semifinal of the night. Second Queen of the Raw. This one pitted Asuka against Alexa Bliss. And the trivia is up.
All righty, thank you. Yeah, this was a semifinal qualifying match for Queen of the Ring. Winner of this will move on to the finals. I was looking forward to this match with Alexa and Asuka. Nice to see Asuka back again. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good match. I was surprised that they had Alexa take the loss clean. But I didn't think that they were going to have Asuka lose on her return back to. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. I expect something else to come down the road between these two again in the future. I gave it a B plus.
It works today. Yeah, this match was. It was disappointing for me. It really was. I mean, I knew Alexa Bliss wasn't going to win, but I really was hoping she was going to win. actual reversals and counters. And then, at the end, closer to the end, we saw Alexa Bliss climb the ropes, and anything that she knew Everest tomorrow was playing possum. I don't know if you got close when Alexa started when she was jumped down. Oscar did have one knee up in the air, which was kind of hinting to how the finish wound up being. Alexa Bliss did an over twisted Bliss, where Oscar did their knees up, and I don't know what that finish move. I've never seen that before. I don't know what that was. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of what Jada Parker does, and then what Naomi do. But they had big dreads, just okay, pretty over people. I don't know. I didn't like the ending at all. I liked the Ocelot. That was just one reason why she had more away from that. It was so yeah, I was confused by the ending. Didn't like how Oscar was very much. And yeah, I thought this was actually it was a good match. I'll give it a very low P minus.
Okay.
Just a 24/7.
Yeah, I gotta agree. It wasn't what we could get out of Alexa and Asuka. And you're right, her new finishing move, it's the hip attack. Like when we see it, I don't understand how that's a finishing move. And like to me, it brings Asuka down. That's just I don't understand why they did that. She had a perfectly fine finisher, and if they had to change it, come on, they could have gave her something better than that. Like, how does that beat something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't like it. But it was okay. They looked good for a little while in the beginning. Like I said, a lot of counters, and I don't know. Alexa went for the twisted Bliss, Asuka countered, and she did put her in the armbar, and then she kind of like turned the armbar into another submission. Yeah, where that would be a fine for her finisher. That's actually a pretty solid looking move. I kind of thought maybe that would be the end of the match, and I would have been totally okay with it. But it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like Asuka's second match back or whatever it is. I feel like we should be getting a little more. I'll agree with the very low B minus.
What shirt is that you're wearing?
It says, "I'm sorry, did I offend you?"
Yeah, but what is it on your shirt?
Spider-Man.
That is definitely not Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was Spider-Man.
Sorry.
Okay. That's Deadpool? Oh, okay.
All right. Did you guys see the great what was going to be out for that table something?
No.
I threw a grade on there. I mean, there wasn't much. It's not really much to talk about, but
yeah, I agree. But yeah, House of Extras come out by Tim Wilson. The biggest thing out of this was right there mentioning that Elton Prince was out with undisclosed injuries. So Mark attacked Tim Wilson, STF, and forced him unconscious. After that, the team back to the arena, and I love her, so I'm just going to go right on into it. Cody Rhodes came to the ring. 2 minutes out of a match with Jey Uso. He really didn't even get into anything. Jey came out, and everybody ate it, and they eat it. And then for a time, we heard, a little bit of Cody Rhodes song, a little bit of eating. They had a little bit of back and forth before Sami Zayn his first world championship. And listen, you know, there's only one who's in this right now that hasn't won a world championship. Then we can get the Viper, Randy Orton, come out, Team Loud to win the Gatorade tournament and challenge John Cena at SummerSlam. And Coach never said a word. This was his greatest in-ring promo I've heard in a long time because he didn't have to say anything. Because it's the same thing all the time. I would get kind of bored and tired of it. Waiting, I need a Cody Rhodes heel turn. That's what I need. I need Cody Rhodes to turn heel on Monday on Jey Uso, and that's what I need. And that's what I want. But yeah, I mean, it was very bad. The one thing about it was very, very, very long. But I'm okay with it. You know, I know that Jey Uso ended up with his own on Monday night after we go to war. Please believe there's going to be 4 letters, 1 word. Okay, you guys will be where you should be. Well, and I'm only like you highlight something you enjoy or whatever.
What's the matter?
Yeah, you can't hear the audio. Are you having trouble?
No, I'm having a hard time. I can't see you, Greg. You're.
You can't see me.
Oh.
You can't hear me.
Oh, I can hear you. Yeah.
I don't know what else I can do.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay giving it B minus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was alright with it. I'll go for the end. Like you said, Cody comes out, Jay comes out. Cody didn't get to say nothing the whole time. Jay pretty much comes out, you know, and he's telling them how it's not personal. You know, there's only room for one of us, and I gotta get mine like you gotta get yours. You know, when it's all over after we go to war, 4 letters, 1 word E. Sammy comes out, and basically he's talking about how he gets to share the ring with 2 great friends, 2 of the best in the business has to offer. But then he's like, I'm the only one who hasn't won the championship yet. You know, I made sure I was there in Vegas for Jay when you won, you know, to congratulate you. Cody, when you pinned Roman, I was the first one there to congratulate you. But now it's time for me to finish my story. That's when Randy Orton comes out. Big song, all that. And he basically says to Cody, like, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, there's no line I won't cross to get to John Cena and beat him so I can get my 15th title. You can go today, you know, our families go way back, but if it ain't me and you at SummerSlam, it won't be 4 letters, 1 word, it'll be 3 letters, 1 move. RKO. So I like that little bit there. And he says, you know, I think I can speak for everybody here, everybody in the crowd, that one day soon, Sammy, you will win. You will be a champion, but it won't happen at SummerSlam. You know, it was okay for me. I do agree. I was okay with not hearing Cody. I think just him being there, making the little facials that he makes was enough, you know, enough for me. But for me personally, I won't, if Randy Orton's in it talking, I'm fine with whatever happens. So I kind of enjoyed it. I gave it a B. Okay.
Yeah, I thought this was good. Like everybody else said, I was surprised when Cody didn't speak. I think that's why I gave it the grade that I gave it. It was nice to see Randy Orton come out talking about, you know, well, first of all, Jey Uso, because they're going at it. Him and Cody are going at it Monday night, which I think is going to be a hell of a match, and I really think Cody's going to win that match. And but yeah, then Randy came out talking about, you know, like DJ said, I don't care who I got to go through to get to my 15th championship, and I mean, it was a really good promo without hearing Cody, which I kind of enjoyed because, like Greg said, every time he does a promo, it's always the same shtick all the time, and so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Monday. I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow night's match with Cody and Jey Uso. Should be a real good one. But I gave the promo a C.
Okay. After that, we went to the men's kangaroo semifinal number 1, which is Sami Zayn taking on Randy Orton, Mr. 24/7 Universe.
Really, I enjoyed it. Obviously, I think I'm probably a little biased, so I think pretty much I'll always enjoy a match with Orton. But being with Sami, I thought they did pretty good together. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot. Like, it wasn't a wild, crazy match, but I thought it was enough. They both were able to pretty much get their stuff in. They both were on top, but had their time on top. I thought Sami hit a couple pretty good moves where he might have been able to win, but Randy was, right there to kick out and come back every time. They went back and forth. They both looked good. And Sami, at the end there, Sami was like, he had this opportunity to hit the Hulu kick. So he went for it. Randy countered RKO for the win. So, like I said, it wasn't a whole lot, but what it was, I thought worked. And I'll always be happy with an RKO and a pin. So I'll go be here. It's a pretty good match.
Yeah, I gave it the same grade. I thought this was a really good match. Been a long time since I've seen Randy and Sami in the ring together in a match. I thought the right person won. Having Randy get the win. I know he tried a couple of RKO's during the match, and Sami countered him. He, like DJ said, he went for the haluva kick and didn't really get it on Randy, but I enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. Now we got Randy going against the winner of Cody and Jey Uso in the finals, which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. But yeah, I really liked this match. I thought it was good. I gave it a B.
Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. I actually liked it a little bit better than both you guys. I thought Sami Zayn showed great aggression. And Twillius getting a little bit of aggression after Randy Orton's eye poke, and kind of makes you think that his carrying cross starting to get into his head. So that's one of my first thoughts. He made that RTO by rolling out of the ring and kind of trying a little bit of not really full on booze, a little bit of a lot of the for the audience. And then, him setting up Alunga and Randy Orton coming out and getting the RKO was just another invented way of Randy Orton, hitting for the RKO. I thought the action was good, I thought it was fast, I thought it was quick, and DJ keep coming in and going. I actually gave it a B+.
Okay.
After that, we then had Nia Jax come through to cut a promo and tribute on Entertainer from here.
Yeah, I mean, we lost DJ. Wasn't really great. DJ, can you hear?
Can you hear me at least?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're frozen up.
Yeah, I mean, everything looks fine. Everything looks fine. I don't know. I mean, I can hear you out here and see you guys perfectly.
Okay, I don't like this intention. We can't fully see you. That was a problem with me. It was hard because you couldn't see me, so I just want to make sure that Okay.
Oh, no, I mean, now he's frozen up again, but I can hear him. So, yeah, I thought the match was. I thought the promo wasn't that great. I mean, Nia was talking about, the championship, and then Tiffany came out and said she talked to Nick Aldis about having a last man standing match against Nia next week, which really Tiffany's going to win because all you got to do is just knock Nia over and you're all set. But and then Naomi came out, was ready to cash in after Nia attacked her, and Nia put a stop to that and was like, no, she's mine. And that never happened. So Naomi kind of got in Nia's face a little bit, and nothing really came of it. I didn't think it was all that great. I could have done without it. I gave it a C-.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up next. Nia Jackson on the microphone is never going to be a great time for anyone. But, it wasn't too long that she was out there on the mic and she had called out, she's interrupted by Tiffany. And, Tiffany, she's growing more and more confident in the microphone every time she's in there. So really helped elevate this segment. And the last woman standing next week, that last for me.
Oh, sorry, last woman standing.
Very interesting because, believe it here or not, the only time she's in, it's going to be a huge bomb. You saw last night when she came down with the briefcase in the rep. There's going to be a cash in the $10. Happy next week in Saudi Arabia on SmackDown. Whether it's successful or not, that I'm not going to talk about yet. But yeah, it was just, it would have been a deep promo until Tiffany came out. Her confidence and her sheer beauty helped elevate this whole black scene for me.
Okay.
Standing to do the show.
What's that?
I just came into the room where the wireless router is, in hopes that it'll be better. But yeah, I wasn't really into it too much. Like you said, Tiffany definitely made it. Nia pretty much comes out and just whines about how Tiffany betrayed her and he has her title. And Tiff basically comes out and you're like a toxic ex that I can't get away from. Newsflash, get over it. So she's like punking her, and I like it. Basically telling her stop crying, stop making excuses. Just admit that I'm better than you. And it's like, next week, you and me, I'm gonna add more scar to that big old head of yours. Or I think she said a little something different, but it was something along those lines. This is the last women standing match, and they start fighting, and Nia kind of got the best of her, left her land. Naomi runs out, tries to catch her, and Nia pretty much wouldn't let her, dragged her off the ring, I think 3 different times. Just wouldn't let her. Tiff got back up and kind of just knocked Naomi into Nia. They both fell on the ground, and Tiffany stood off. So it was okay. Definitely was a lot better with Tiffany. I'll go see.
Okay. Earlier, we saw the backstage conversation. There was a conversation with Alexa Bliss and Chelsea Green, where they were talking about Charlotte Flair. This then led to the next match where we were talking about a singles matchup between 2 of Trivia's favorites, Charlotte Flair and Chelsea Green. Can you do this off?
All right. Yes. Thought it was a good match. I'm glad that I got a chance to see Chelsea get in the ring with Charlotte. I wanted to see that for a while. Chelsea is just classy in the ring, no matter who she goes in the ring with. The face shield or mask or whatever it is that she wears. It's funny as hell that she has it, but I understand why she wears it. You know, Secret Service, Alba Fire, she really had some issues with Charlotte after the match they had last week, so she kept sticking her nose in the business behind the referee's back. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea was holding her own there for a bit until I don't even think Charlotte finished the figure eight before Chelsea submitted. It was like that was really quick. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good match. I don't think we'll probably see another one between the two of them. Excuse me. Anytime soon. Maybe we'll see Charlotte and Piper Niven eventually sometime. I don't know, but I thought it was a decent match. I enjoyed it. I gave it a B minus.
Okay. I actually think I was supposed to go over the last shot, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a decent match. And that's all it was a decent match. And I mean, I don't know, something about Charlotte that just seems odd to me. Character-wise, performance-wise, she does it. I mean, her in-law will command her respect, and actually she will give her the respect. But I mean, I just the average match with a mid-card champion. You know that's I don't know. It's something about whatever she's lost confidence in herself. I mean, Charlotte Flair in the past, we've never seen a point where she tossed Chelsea out of the ring, out of the fire, Piper in, or outside the ring, you know, trying to beat up Chelsea Green, and Charlotte Flair's off the top, flipping over and landing down on the top rope outside the ring. I just don't see that. I don't know if it has something to do with the knee. First of all, get a knee brace that fits. There's way too much space in that knee brace, and it doesn't need to be laid out to match her outfit. But yeah, I was staring over at the end after she put Chelsea in the figure eight. She just said time she came out her knee, so a little bit of nothing. But yeah, I mean, this was a decent match. I gave it a C plus.
All righty. Okay, 4 people in here. Come on, let's tap that screen. Get those lights up.
Yeah, it was okay. You know, coming into it, knowing that I have Charlotte for the fantasy day, I was hoping she would win. You know, usually when you see Charlotte, you know, throughout the year, you kind of like, you know, she's winning, and you know, you kind of just don't go, you don't bet against Charlotte, but with Bayley, you're not, you know, you kind of have to sometimes, or at least think about it. So I don't know. I was coming into it not expecting Charlotte to win, but thinking she probably will, but maybe not. So Chelsea, I thought looked okay. You know, next match to the point there. So like, because I think that kind of shit. You know, anytime someone has to wear for them, it sucked. So like, it sucked. You had that Alba pretty fire there, jumping up on the ring a couple times, trying to help, you know, go after Charlotte behind the ring. Normal stuff they do. But yeah, Charlotte, you're right. She just doesn't. I guess the confidence, I guess, is the right word. She just, but you know, stuff is just kind of or not getting out it. Just give her something, and just try to shame up on her. Right there anymore. They're not great again. There's no.
DJ, you're I can't see you, and you're broken up. So let me try and restart it. All right, we're going to restart here in just a minute. Thank you for the heart me, Sky. Appreciate that. Usually when we restart it, it's usually better. MDOT, thank you. All right, let's try it this time. All right, there you are.
So yeah, it was right. Charlotte pretty much countered. Chelsea went for her finish. Charlotte countered it with a spear, then the figure eight for the win. Then she gets attacked afterwards, and Alexa runs out to help her. They kind of clear the ring. Alexa puts her hand out for a shake. Charlotte kind of just looks at her and walks by. I was like, come on, you could have shook her hand there, but we'll see what I'm gonna go B minus.
Okay.
Alright, after that, we then had a little promo, a little face-to-face with Solo and Jacob Fatu. I lead off for this one. Jacob, and also Kate was talking on at the end, was telling him what he needed to hear. He said, I love you, Jacob, and I need you to say it back. I need to say 4 words. I need to say I love you for Solo. And, you know, they went back and forth a little bit. Jacob challenged him to a fight. You know, Solo said, I didn't come out here to fight you, Jacob. I love you. Nobody saw potential, even said me. And then Jacob came back with the way I see things is you've been using me. You've been using me to gain power, to fight your battles. You've been using me just so you can travel cheap. And then he said, you know, fighting for this U.S. title. So if you ever think about coming this way, you know what I'm about. So get down like Donkey Kong. We're going to get this matchup. I believe it's next week on SmackDown, and I am so looking forward to it. Jacob is really, you know, when Soul first came in, they were talking on the mic, and then all of a sudden, he started talking on the mic, he got really good. Jacob did the same thing. He was on the mic, and then he, you know, was never on the mic, and now he's on the mic, cutting big promos. And I don't know if DJ is even still there.
I know. I don't see. Oh.
If I can hear him, just fine.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm ready for this matchup. I really love it about it. It was a strong segment. In my eyes, the best promo that I ever saw would be.
Okay.
Mr. 24/7.
Well, seeing here, I have this to I don't care but that sounds is that they're saying they just think of something.
Yeah, his audio is terrible.
Can I hear? That's hard.
Audio is
Yeah, your audio is very, very choppy. So, I mean, do you think it'll be better if we went on the new page?
I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's just internet.
Oh.
It's not. It's his Wi-Fi. Not his car. It's his Wi-Fi.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. You call, I call, he calls. His Wi-Fi connection is crappy. Not much I can do.
We can move. We move next weekend, so maybe. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we move next weekend, so maybe the internet will be better.
All right, there he is.
I'll try myself and see what happens.
All right, I can see you now.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll work. It'll stay going here. All right. So, was it on me here?
Yeah.
All right. I actually really enjoyed this. I thought they both did really good. I thought Solo, the facials he was making, like trying to be so sad, he was like trying to get sympathy from everybody. Knowing it's not going to work, but the way he was doing it, I thought was really good. And Jacob, and like so over, everybody is so behind him. It's not even funny. But yeah, basically Solo is he just kind of was to come back to his family. He loved him, however many times, a whole bunch of times. Uh, like I'll say it loud and proud. You don't have to say the 4 letters. I'll say or the 4 words. I'll say it loud and proud. You said it. Basically, it's like families fight all the time. And they get over it and move forward. So let's move forward together. But and then the one thing he said when he said nobody saw the potential and wanted to hear except me. I thought that was pretty messed up to say. Like nobody wanted to hear but me. And it's like, yeah, pretty sure everybody wants me here. So basically, like, I gave you the opportunity to change your life. I'm putting food on your table. And Jacob just listening, taking it in. Yeah, not sure what that is, but all right. And basically, Jacob throws the title down. He's like, maybe this is the problem. Maybe it's the U.S. title, so fight me for it. And then, if you ever think about coming this way, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, I mean, all that. And Solo goes to spike him. He catches him, and then they start going at it. I think he started going headbutts at him. JC comes in, and then Jimmy comes out to help. And they pretty much took care of him, and they stood tall. So I liked it. I can't wait to see this match.
All right. Yeah, I was. I thought it was a pretty decent promo. The fans are just so behind Jacob right now. It's unbelievable. I mean, I think they did a good job putting the U.S. title on Jacob Fatu because the crowd's loving him. And now that he's going against Solo next week, we're definitely. This is something I've been looking forward to seeing this match. Solo did make a point saying that he felt the whole problem was the title itself. He thinks maybe Solo might be a little bit jealous because he's got the title, but yeah, I think this is going to be a good match. Even if JC gets involved, it's not going to matter because I think Solo will wipe the both of them out. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this match. I gave it a B-.
Okay. After that, we then went to the matchup set earlier in the evening. LA Knight versus Big Bronson Reed. Mr. 24/7, you're up first.
All right. I thought it was good for a little while. I thought they both looked good actually. For the 3/4 of the match, I say I enjoyed. I just don't see why we have to keep getting the run-ins and the disqualifications and all the bullshit. Just let's have a match and give us the afterward. Give us the fighting and the dumping afterward. Because I thought Brock Reed looked pretty dang good. I mean, LA always does. But like they were able to counter each other's moves and both spending time, on top here. Yeah, LA actually was able to get a couple big moves. He went for a PFT
Thank you.
at one point, and Bronson Reed counters. And they basically just had a decent match. They went back and forth. Both of them had close to counts. And just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we just get Braun Breaker running in and spearing LA. Like, that will turn me off. I mean, yeah, it was a hell of a spear. It always is. But, fine, so disqualification. And then they just start beating down LA Knight, and they give them 3 big sumo. We'll see what that does. Last time, what was it? Seth, whoever he gave 3 big tsunamis to, they were like, ouch, and it would cause the big thing. So we'll see how much that affects LA. But I don't know. The ending really turned me off a bit, so I'll have to dock it a little bit. I'll go B-.
What's up, Tyler? Thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking forward to this match, and then it kind of fell flat for me at the end also. LA Knight, I mean, I'm glad I was able to, get some points from him, appearance points. He got the victory as well, so that was that was good. But I mean, it's just like DJ said, we're always having the run-ins. I mean, let's do some of that stuff after the match. But I also understand why they're doing it, because it builds up what they need to build up. So, but yeah, I mean, it was actually a okay match. LA Knight. Well, yeah, I mean, I really thought Bronson. Honestly, I really thought Bronson Reed was going to win. I thought that Paul Heyman would have distracted the referee or something, and Braun Breaker would have did something to him in the ring or outside the ring, and then threw him in, and then he would have given the tsunami before the match before the finish instead of the 3 at the end, which even that hurt me when I saw that. But yeah, but I thought it was okay. The ending fell flat for me. I gave it a C+.
Okay. Yeah, I really not much more I can add. I mean, LA they tried again, they were jumping on Bronson Reed by attacking him from behind for the belt. But, he didn't have the upper hand too long. The match itself, just over 7 minutes. About 7 minutes, 45 seconds, that's right. So, I mean, what we got out of it was okay. What else do I have here? Really not much more about it. The tsunamis at the end, they remind you, the hip attacks that he gave Bronson Reed, that he was spitting up one. I think it was 9 or 7 tsunamis he gave to Seth Rollins, last year before he busted up both his ankles. So it kind of literally reminds you of that. It just really shows that the pairing of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, I mean, if for any reason they ever decided to go after a tag title, God help those guys are wrong, because they don't accomplish anything and everything. But yeah, I thought this is okay. They gave it a B-.
Hey, Marco, thanks for tuning in. Okay.
And then we went to the last match of the evening, which was, is it R-Truth? Is it R-Truth? I'm not sure, but it was R-Truth against John Cena. Trudy, you're up.
All right, I'm driving. As Ron Truth, our Truth would say. Yeah. Ron Truth or our Truth or whatever his name is. Yeah. No, I don't. I just think that. I mean, the ending of this was better than the whole thing. The promo at the end was better than the entire match. Ron, R-Truth came out emulating John Cena, does his, you can't see me, and puts him in the hold and the whole 9 yards, and it's just he got his match. So let's put that off to the side. Let's not have them go at it again anymore. He wasn't going to beat John Cena. Didn't have a Chinaman's chance in hell of beating John Cena. So, and then CM Punk came out, and they just happened to pull out. I don't know if all the tables have the Slim Jim logo on it now, but they just happen to have the Slim Jim logo on the table, and he put CM Punk through that table, and then he started talking about certain things, and he mentioned Claudio Castagnoli, Matt Cardona, and Nick Nemeth, and it was like, wow. And then he swore, and the whole 9 yards. It was like that was John Cena. Like, we thought that the bad guy persona, I thought was pretty cool, but this I really enjoyed. The only thing I didn't like was CM Punk was down and out way too long. I think they milked that way too much, but it could have been better. The match, the promo was for me. The promo and putting CM Punk through the table really made the whole thing for me. I gave it a B-,
Okay.
and only because of the ending.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the match was just under 6 minutes long. They were, I don't really remember a whole lot that stood out of the match. I know when R-Truth started to get the upper hand of Cena, he took off, let him go, took off with his belt. And then as R-Truth followed him, that's when he hit a metal shot to the face, and that was it. He won that disqualification. So that happened at approximately with 8 minutes left. 9 minutes left in the show. Now, okay, CM Punk comes out, gets out the title not once but twice, and then EA through the Slim Jim table. We're now sponsoring fucking tables. And that I'm just now starting to get used to the advertisements on the ring apron, on the mat. Now I gotta get used to who's gonna sponsor the table and Fireball, ladders, things are like the bank. Okay, $3 billion company, we can be a $3.1 billion company, some of the bitches. But anyways, and then he put CM Punk through, and then 8 minutes left. So he goes on and says rant, his rage, calling CM Punk a bullshitter, calling people out from other organizations that aren't there. Don't know the correlations why those 3 guys were brought out. Only never know what it confused me because he was never an AEW or anything, so I don't know why that brought up the camera too. But through all of this, where did you want to know you didn't see him? Both was down on too long? Where the fuck was our show? He got hit with the title once, and as angry and as much hatred he has for Cena, why was he not chasing him back in that ring to get back into that confusingly? So, you change your values as much as I change my t-shirts.
Hey, Charlie, thank you.
Remember when gave you the stage for your pipe pal, and you reiterated what I said before, you're not the voice of the voiceless, you're a millionaire despite yourself. And then, dropped the microphone and walked away, and then it left out the word to see next week in Leather Champions. So, yeah, the whole thing until I gave it a B-.
Okay. Thank you for the awesome Charlie.
Mr. 24/7.
So I like this a lot more than you guys, I guess. I thought that it was the best heel Cena that we have seen so far. The fact that he did pump, pretty much did Punk's pipe bomb, not word for word, but almost. A lot of it was what Punk said.
Excuse me.
I thought it was
Thank
so
you.
good. The match itself, well, whatever. I was hoping it would be a fairly competitive match, being that it's, Ron Killings, not the funny R-Truth. I was kind of hoping we would get an actual decent match, and I thought R-Truth was doing pretty good, and then Cena just kind of I got to agree with CM Punk just laying there through the whole thing. I mean, if you remember back in his pipe bomb, when he put Cena through the table, Cena actually picked himself up, and kind of listened. But he was, he sit up at least. So I was kind of hoping that Punk would at least sit up and look over something. But that's the one thing I didn't like about it. Everything else I love. I mean, Cena, when he was talking about Claudio and Nick and Cardona, I couldn't understand what that was either. The only thing I can think is that he was just bringing people up from other companies just to kind of be a rebel, or whatever. Kind of be, I don't know. I was okay with it all, really. He said, what do you say? He said something about TKO. Where is it? He's like, you're Mr. TKO. Pretty much knock your balls off of your body. And Stephanie kind of says, you're the biggest bullshitter ever. And he's like, oh, I broke the fourth wall. And yeah, just he really went at it, and I enjoyed it. The one thing I'll notice every time Cena said, I'm the greatest of all time, the fans freaking popped so hard. I mean, they were, thank you, Cena, they were cheering so hard for him. It's almost like he accidentally tried, I don't know. I really liked it. And then he's like, he said at the end, USA Network, you can have the last 2.5 minutes. I don't need them. And when he comes back in, grabs the mic and he thinks, he's like, oh, by the way, Punk, thank you for letting me use your promo again to make you look more like an idiot or whatever he said. I think at one point too, he said that your feet are strong, but your actions are weak. He really, I really loved every bit of it. You know what? I'm going A minus. I thought Cena did a great job here. I'm going A minus.
Okay. So overall,
I told you all this.
yep, me too. B minus as well.
I got B minus. Got C. Besides the 1A minus, yeah, I guess I'll go B minus.
Okay.
Wow, we all agreed overall.
Yeah.
Well, different ways to get there, but we met in the middle.
Yep. That was our Friday night SmackDown recap. Right now, we are going to go to my favorite part of the show. It is Nuggies News. So, Greg, what do you got for us?
Thank you. Just a quick hit here for rumors. In case it wasn't apparent, Oscar's return last night. With Oscar's return, WWE is widely disbanding the Amateur Control. According to PW Insider, commentators have been told not to refer to any of the women involved with that group as being part of a faction or a tag team. So, good thing that our Jack over drafted to Community Warriors. Resolute has learned that there is a new. Now, we talked about the women's tag team division. Right now, you can tell the amount of tag teams that they legitimately have on on 3 figures. You have Sobuka and Sorry, which is now Sobuka. You have the tag team champion Raquel Rodriguez and right now Lynn Morgan. Well, officially, we have the tag team of the Dungeon Dolls, Natalia and Maxine Dupree. That gives us 1 tag team on Raw, 1 on SmackDown, and 1 on NXT. Guys, this is the greatest women's tag team division of all time. In related news, on her podcast, Lady Bella confirmed that she actually turned down her private locker room when she returned to WWE and is planning on an extended run rather than one-off match. She was going to say, "You'll definitely see me for a bit. It's not a quick in and out." Oswald also added that WWE is hoping to get Brie Bella back in the fold with a creative idea for a women's tag team title match at Evolution currently on the table. Now, those plans may have been derailed by Liv Morgan's injury. We'll have to wait and see. Anybody getting sick and tired of more of the same old generic music that they have? According to Corey Hayes of BodySlam.net, WWE has turned to a quote-unquote mainstream artist to come up with new entrance themes for superstars such as Seth Rollins. He also states that there will be a name assigned to the faction. You know, go back to like
Yeah.
They're ready to go. I mean, the choice is scarcity. Should be getting a name to their faction soon. And that same PW Center also told a lot of people that WWE is discussing holding the WWE draft after SummerSlam. Once again, tying it into a plan for quote-unquote season premiere episodes of its shows in September. I was going to say, guys, do you think this is the best time to have a draft? But, DJ, I'll ask you, do you think that's the best time for WWE to have a draft?
I mean, I don't know if it's the best time, but I don't see it being a bad time. I don't really know. Like when would that time be? You know, so I kind of feel like just whenever is fine. You know, if you want to do it before the start of the season, then yeah, I think that's a pretty good sport.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it kind of repeated a report that I said earlier in the sheet. I think on the website that right now planned draft would be after SummerSlam, tying into their season career in September. Do you agree or disagree that would be a good time for a draft?
Well, yes and no, because we had talked about this the other day, Greg, and it's like, you know, I mean, they're making appearances on both shows anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, yeah, SummerSlam, I believe, would be the best time to do it after SummerSlam.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but traditionally, when they did a draft, it was closer to WrestleMania,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So when SummerSlam being the big show of summer, maybe they're actually trying to build up. Other news, we saw recently the signing of Mariah May, now Lakeman on NXT, but for the last few weeks, former TNA Knockouts champion Gail Kim has been backstage at NXT. That is being reported by Sean Ross Sapp. We're told this also is the first time she's been there as of late. Guys, what do you think Gail Kim could be making a return to WWE in NXT? And would that be A, worth her time in
Nah, it might be worth her time, but I don't think it would be worth my time.
That's, I don't know, man. Like, I can't. I don't want it.
Nah,
Just go ahead.
I think she needs.
Uh,
I think she needs to stay home with her celebrity chef husband, and that's that.
Would you think it would be beneficial in a like Italian type role, or as in maybe just somebody working backstage? Which you want to say Gail Kim's an experienced wrestler.
Yep.
And no business in and out. So you think maybe she can be used behind the scenes, maybe in a producer or talent type trainer at the performance center, like a mentor that way?
Yeah, I can see that. She does have the experience.
Yeah, I would welcome her back under those circumstances. Rumors have been flying around due to inactivity in AEW. Jonathan Coachman had come out and literally said that Britt Baker was done with AEW and was extremely close to signing a contract with WWE. Well, not so fast. Sean Ross Sapp, most reliable gentleman I ever come across in wrestling news. To be clear, Britt Baker is under contract to AEW, has not left AEW, and signed a 5-year contract in late 2021 that would keep her under contract well over another year, and that doesn't include possible injury time added that AEW adds to your contracts. So, for anybody out there, the rumor is squashed. Britt Baker is not coming to WWE anytime soon. Needless to say, because I think she's one of the most lovely looking women on this planet Earth. After this is 24/7, of course.
And if that ever did happen, I think she would do real well in that women's division.
She could. It is also being reported we see this feud here. This I'm sure we talked about the main event of people just go whatever brand they want. According to WrestleVotes, there are more than a handful of people in the company that have advocated for LA Knight to go from SmackDown to Raw on a full-time basis to believe that it can help refresh the product. Dave Meltzer followed up with a report that while Knight will be making an appearance in Raw, there currently aren't plans in place to go from SmackDown to Raw permanently. Mr. Meltzer will make those types of events anyways. Guys, we want to see LA Knight move to Raw before there's a draft.
I would. I think it would be a nice fresh start for him, and he can still continue his feud with Seth. So.
Yeah, I won't mind it. I mean, he's over, like you said earlier in the show, he's super over, so no matter what they do, I think it'll work.
Yeah, I think he's over the fans, and I think, in order to make Seth Rollins a better heel, you need that real popular wrestler. And with James so involved in other things right now, I think LA Knight would be a perfect person for him. Let's go to this one here. So we never get political. We're a wrestling talking show, but there is growing concern from WWE fans about Night of Champions. For those of you that are not geographically knowledgeable, Saudi Arabia is about 810 miles away from the capital, Iran. but just over 500 miles away from several of the inner sites that President Donald Trump just found this morning. So there's growing concern. There was a tweet put out that, what did it say here? Yeah, I mean, what the hell is it? I lost it. Yeah, there's, I mean, on X, there's tweets all over the place. If there's ever a time for WWE to cancel a Saudi Arabia show, that is now. They're seriously about to send their entire roster right here in a week. Iran is basically declared war on anybody from Israel or anybody from the U.S. That's in the area. They kind of put out a warning. So, I mean, guys, what do we think? I mean, is this something that you really should consider a week away from canceling SmackDown and in Saudi Arabia? 500 miles. That's 2/3 of the way to you, DJ. I mean, you got to come up here. You're only getting to DC.
Yeah.
Away from where you live to be away from a war. That's kind of rough and really.
Yeah, Derek's the Donald Trump's at fault, to be honest. But I mean, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I think many years ago, I think they had a similar situation like this. And I mean, we're going back in the days when Sergeant Slaughter was feuding with the Iron Sheik, that they had a similar situation with the United States and Iran and United States and Iraq, canceling this show, canceling that show, and they ended up doing the show anyway. I mean, if they cancel it, then, I can understand because you're looking out for the safety of the people. But, I mean, come on, guys. We got to predict. No, I mean, I'm just kidding. But I really don't know what to think about it.
I feel like you almost kind of gotta cancel it. I mean, with the way Iran is, how much they hate the United States. Why? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the relationship with Saudi Arabia is, but I just feel like it's bad shit happening right now, and we should be as far away as possible. And with bringing so many of the roster there, I don't know. It sucks because the amount of money that show would make, that they make in Saudi Arabia. But and everybody's safety and lives are way more important than money, even if it is a bit of it.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, yeah, they probably should be trying to figure out doing it somewhere else, or figuring some.
Yeah, I mean, there's, and I've seen other people's comments about it. And to a wide range of no, we can't go find an arena around here, that you can do it at. They should change the King of the Ring to Women's Queen of the Ring finals to Evolution, and you do the men's King of the Ring finals on the side of that main event. We need to protect these wrestlers. And then the others are, and I told the other side, we are the US of A. We talk out our chests and we don't stand down. We don't back down from simple movements like this.
Yep.
So obviously I'm not wishing for anything bad to happen to anybody anywhere. But I mean, I don't know that there may be a restriction $400 truck by then, travel-wise. You know, could go anywhere in the Middle East, and that would fuck everything up. I don't know how that would work. But actually, Matt Hernandez news today. Mr. Trivia, I know you had a couple of independent shows that were yesterday. There's one that's today that's probably already over. But any other independent news?
Yeah, just a second. On a side note, I'm a very proud American. I love this country. I'm not really too wild about some of the decisions that the president has made. And I've gone myself telling people, regardless of what anybody thinks, in my opinion, these countries need to think twice before they screw around with our military. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what you have. As far as I'm concerned, we have the best and the strongest military in the world. I was told by a friend of mine who's in the service that we have stuff in our military we don't even know we have. And I mean, if God forbid, if something really catastrophic happened, the United States of America, like Greg said, we don't back down from nobody. We stand tall, and we come out of everything that we need to take care of. So I just wanted to say that as a side note. We have Outcast Pro Wrestling Saturday, June 28th at the Gathering Place at 99 Center Street, Wallingford, Connecticut. 5150 against Bull Dread. They will be competing in a Fans Bring the Weapons match. I saw a promo from Bull Dread about this. I guess 5150 is kind of a very, very, very dangerous person to be in the ring with. He's gone on record as saying that his Fans Bring the Weapons match is his specialty. He never loses one, and he has fans bring the weapons. They bring whatever they need to bring. Irons, wheelbarrows, whatever they need to bring, they bring. So, and that'll be this Saturday, the 28th. Also, we had, excuse me. What else is it? Oh, right here. We have New Order Wrestling. Excuse me. July 12th. 250 Albany Street in Springfield, Massachusetts. Independent wrestling star Jiggy Sosa will be in action. And this past week, June 20th, on I believe that June 20th was a Friday, I believe, at the Foolproof Brewery, Richard Holiday went against Dijak in front of NXT scouts. So I understand Richard Holiday got the win. He looked real impressive. So hopefully somewhere along the line, maybe we'll see Richard Holiday on NXT in the not too distant future. That is about all I have for my indie news. All the other matches that were handled were already taken care of on the 21st and 22nd, which was PAPW had Mayhem in Middletown at the Elks Club. And they also had Bash at as a matter of fact, Bash at the Brewery was this afternoon at 1 p.m. Their matches they had there were Sylvan versus Sarge, the Dukes versus Jeremy LaCroix and Kaizo, the Brawny versus Genesis, Young Boy versus Carson Chris Battle versus Damian Black, Bobby Loveless versus Daje, and Bloodsaw versus Ken Powers. Now, PAPW does a lot of work with the Armada Brewing Company. They have the matches outside. So anybody in the Connecticut area that's out that way, when whenever I make the announcement that they have a match at the Armada Brewing Company, definitely check it out because it's a good time. It's outdoors. You get real close to the ring. You get to interact with the wrestlers. I've been there before, and it's actually a fun time.
I hope the wrestlers and the people that are on attendance have plenty of water today.
Yeah, exactly. Because they would have definitely needed it with that heat. So, and that's what I have for my indie news for today. DJ, you got a few what ifs for us? Cactus Chris, what's up, buddy?
Yep. Yeah, I got a few here. So we'll start off. Well, we gotta start off with this one. What if Randy Orton ends up being King of the Ring? Does that almost guarantee he wins his 15th championship, or is he winning it anyways, or is he not?
I think eventually, excuse me. I think he doesn't need to get a victory at King of the Ring to get his 15th championship. I think somewhere along the line he will get his 15th title.
Yeah, if he wins the King of the Ring tournament, I think that means he's being seeded to get 15.
Yeah.
That's I think personally, I think whoever wins the King of the Ring tournament defeats John Cena, gets the title, and then maybe John Cena disappears from them and comes back, and it's not the rest of the year. Sox,
No, they're down 8-5.
I said the Sox still losing.
Oh yeah,
Down 8-5.
yeah, they're down 8-5.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hope he gets it. I don't know. We'll see. All right, this one. What if the AJ Styles ends up losing to Dom? Where does AJ go then? I kind of feel like this is he's got to win here.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he's going to win. But if he loses, AJ Styles will go on being AJ Styles. You know, wrestle other wrestlers. If he loses, it's going to be because somebody's redundant that JD McDonald or Langley gets involved, allowing Goblin to win. So it will be a clean win. So I don't think it's going to hurt him. AJ Styles will go on being AJ Styles.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I think this is where we're going to see a Finn Balor turn with Dominic. He's going to go hit AJ Styles or something, and Styles is going to move, and he's going to hit Dominic, and then all hell's going to break loose, and he's going to end up losing the title. So but even if he doesn't beat Dominic, I don't think it'll really make much of a difference. AJ Styles is AJ Styles, one of the best in the business, and a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I even came up with this one, just because I feel like, yes, he will still go on, he'll still be the best, but I just feel like he's so close to maybe the end of his career here soon that if he loses here, I just feel like what else is there to do? But you're right, there's plenty. All right, what if Solo ends up winning the U.S. title and beats Jacob? What? Is that a good move to do that at this moment? Like, will it hurt Jacob at all? Will it help Solo at all? Where he's at?
Well, I think it'll do a little bit more to Solo. I mean, to Jacob than it will to Solo because Jacob is so over with the fans right now. I see another couple more matches between these two coming up. Maybe JC Mateo gets involved. But, I mean, maybe Solo will eventually win it down the road, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Yeah, but if Solo
Okay.
wins, I mean, I think the aura of Jacob Fatu does take a little step back, where he almost like if Solo wins, it almost, it almost has to be like Jacob, like that dog with his tail between his legs, kind of walking away, trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Well,
Yeah, I just hope it don't happen. I don't think it will.
I don't think it will, but if it did, that's.
All right. What if Jade Cargill ends up winning Queen of the Ring? The win the title, and is she at a spot yet to come to the ring?
If she wins Queen of the Ring, I think it will be, unfortunately, to win the title at SummerSlam. Now, whether that's over Tiffany, whether it's Naomi is cashed in, ever since I saw the draw, I thought Jim Carter was going to let me win. She's not that good on the mic, and as a champion, you need to be able to, you do, PLEs and 3 promos on the weekly shows, and she's not good on the mic at all. So that would be my only fear, that would make her not have other title reign.
yeah, I would have to say, in my opinion, it's not if she wins the King of the Ring, the Queen of the Ring. It's when she wins Queen of the Ring. As far as her on the microphone goes, I can't understand the word Asuka says either. So, but I mean, I think Jade Cargill will win Queen of the Ring, and I agree with Greg about possibly winning the title at SummerSlam. But I believe it's going to have to be against Naomi and not Tiffany, because she's got more heat against Naomi than she does with Tiffany.
What if WWE has a plan to give Archer a title run? What title makes the most sense for him?
I would probably say the IC title. I mean, he did a good job with the 24/7, 995, 711 title. He held it, what, 74 times or something like that? But I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him an IC title run.
Yeah, I mean, technically it would have to be a mid-card title. I mean, either the US or the I mean, on SmackDown right now, not much of one. Oh yeah, Jacob Fatu, I really Jacob Fatu. Intercontinental title right now being held by Dominic Mysterio. I mean, you could easily see him going back to SmackDown and wrestling for that title. But yeah, I think if he wins the title, it'll be one of the mid-card titles, and I think he'll give him all the accolades he needs. It would be funny though if they did bring back, when he won the IC title and then renamed it the 24/7 995
Right.
Or something like the title, which he did hold for he held the hardcore title for two times, but he held the 24/7 championship 54 times.
54 times, okay.
Yeah, that's well. I agree. It's got to be a mid-card title. I don't see Truth holding up one of the top titles right now.
I don't see them fucking a tag team anyway with him to win the tag title. So.
Right.
Alright. What if Cody Rhodes does not win King of the Ring? How what's his way back to a title picture? Like, what's next? What does he do?
Heel turn.
Okay. You went first last time. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think the only way he'll have a road back to the title if he doesn't win King of the Ring is a heel turn.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't win King of the Ring, I think that's a perfect springboard into a heel turn. That's all I'm going to try.
Yeah. So, because I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, besides WWE just saying, well, you're go grow here, take, and automatically just kind of give him that.
That's the new Roman Reigns, so.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. All right. Get ready.
Uh-oh.
What if Goldberg beats Gunther and takes the title? Is there any way in hell that Goldberg has a decent title run with even a few fans on?
Do you want to go first again, Mike?
Go right ahead.
I talked to Mike about this, and I think that if Goldberg wins, what happens, he wins, he's in Atlanta, gets his flowers, gets his pyro, and then gets attacked by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker immediately demolishing him. Seth Rollins comes out and cashes in. Goldberg, his retirement match is, he won and he loses the title to cashing in Seth Rollins. So if Goldberg does, I don't think he's going to have a lengthy title reign. I think his title reign will be about a minute and 12 seconds.
Yeah. I agree. I actually wouldn't mind. Well, I would kind of mind being Gunther. I kind of don't want to see that.
I agree. I agree because I think Seth Rollins will fail in a cash in against Gunther. I think if Goldberg does win, then we will see Seth Rollins cash in on Goldberg on Saturday night's main event, once again winning the title.
All right, so this is basically the other side here. What if Gunther wins and beats Goldberg? Is this really Goldberg's last match?
Yeah.
We hope so.
Yep.
I hope so.
Please let it be the last match.
Yeah. All right, I got one more. What if CM Punk actually beats Cena, wins the title? Does that hurt farewell for it all be that he's no longer champ? Like, can he still make it a good farewell for him not being champion?
I think so. Because, I mean, if you see, even now, he's still getting, as a big heel, he's still so over the fans. They just eat every word that he's saying. He shot at Fanatics Fest, and the crowd went nuts.
Yep, exactly. So I don't think, this will definitely be his swan song.
That's what I got.
All right, thank you, DJ. We have the Saudi Arabia show coming up, Night of Champions. That's coming up. Greg, what do we got so far for matches if they don't cancel the show?
There's no talk for WWE if they're going to cancel the show.
Okay.
There's no hate at all. They're not talking about it. It's fans asking WWE, on Twitter, on social media, to not send our wrestlers overseas, 500, 600 miles away from Iran. That's what it is. WWE is not saying they're canceling and considering it.
Okay.
So just make sure people understand that. So we have the King of the Ring finals. It'll be Randy Orton facing the winner of the Jey Uso Cody Rhodes match. We have the Queen of the Ring finals. where we had Oscar taking that winner of the Jade Cargill Roxanne Perez match. She won to defend the United States title against Solo Sikoa. Dominic Mysterio defends his Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. And John Cena defends the undisputed WWE Championship against CM Punk.
Alrighty.
I don't think we're going to get any more matches. I think it's just those 5 matches.
I think those 5 matches will be just fine.
Leading card after those, after Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I saw on SmackDown Friday night that this Friday coming up is the Street Profits against the Wyatt Six for the tag team title. That's gonna be something interesting.
Against Dexter Lewis and Joe Gacy.
Yep. I mean, do we?
He's actually for the U.S. title, and then Tiffany Stratton takes Nia Jackson, the last woman standing match for the WWE title. All of those are at Riyadh in Saudi Arabia as well, at the Kingdom Arena.
Alrighty. So that should be interesting.
Unofficially, the show will be over by 5 o'clock our time.
Right.
4 o'clock our time. It's 3 hours SmackDown. You know, every United States it's at 8 o'clock here on the East Coast, but we'll know the winners of all these matches at 4 o'clock-ish.
Yep. So, but yeah, I mean, getting off the subject of that for 1 second, we've already done our fantasy draft and we've picked our rosters and everything, but I have never seen so many appearance points and so many appearances like I've seen from Mr. 24/7 on Friday night. It was amazing. Three quarters of his roster made an appearance, I think. It was crazy. But yeah, so Greg, we got a prediction show coming up for Night of Champions as well. We got
Now, Joe messaged me at around 3:30 today. He's working Saturday from 9:30 till 3 at one job, and then from 4 to 10 at the other job. So, if possible, are we able to do the show Friday night? So all 5 of us can do the prediction show. I know you guys are moving, so I don't know what you're able to do on Friday. If not, Joel just send his picks in, and then we can do it 9 o'clock Saturday morning, whatever's best for you guys. Let's see. Because I know I can check the loss. Yeah, because I know we got the only. Hold on, let me see. We're prepared. Friday night. It's little enough to work in so the night Saturday. So yeah, I'll be able to do it Friday night. What are we thinking? What time are we thinking? Before SmackDown? Yeah, I mean, unless it's I don't care. Here for you guys at 11 o'clock at night, I'm sure you can have a couple extra cups of coffee.
before or after is fine.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be late. Because that's the only time we got help coming is Friday. So we'll probably be. I mean, if you want to look at it, it's easier to go to it Saturday morning. We'll just do it Saturday morning. Be easier Saturday morning. I think it would be. It would definitely be easier Saturday morning, but look, Joe can send his picks in because it's
you know, if you guys have to send your picture and 3 of us to the show, or George sends his picture and 4 of us to the show, I will always go with one person sends their picture and 4 of us to the show.
Yeah. I mean, or if, I don't know, we can do it like early Saturday morning before he goes in, 7 o'clock, about midnight. You know, if that's a possibility, we can even do that. We'll go it early.
Well, I'll message him. I know that's what I had mentioned already. I mean, I don't know, by 7 a.m., Matt's usually been up for like 2 hours anyway. So,
Yep.
They just want to take a nap before the pre-ride. I'll message Joe and then I'll get everyone's what he says.
Or what about even Thursday night?
Like, what do you think about that? Because Joe's off Thursday too. What do you think about Thursday, Mike?
Thursday night would be fine.
You want to use like 7 o'clock Thursday night? That would give you time to get home from work and get settled.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, 7 o'clock Thursday night. Okay, this way all of us will be there and ready to go.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty certain after the 2 other semifinal matches on Raw, that's it. That's the card.
Right. So, all right then, we got that taken care of. We got that figured out. So we will be back here on TikTok Thursday at 7 p.m. doing our prediction show.
We're not going to do our normal Raw and the NXT recap on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's right. When I come home from the funeral home, I'll
Oh, no, forget about that. Forget it. Cancel.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're on the wait. Don't worry about it.
all right. So,
We'll talk afterwards.
all right. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So on behalf of the Nugster Greg and Mr. 24/7, with a little help from Mrs. 24/7, this is the illustrious Mr. Trivia for the Top Rope Report saying thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, guys.
Ooh.